Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a king who had two daughters. He loved them more than anything in the world. But the king was getting old, and he knew that one day he would die. And when he died, he wanted his daughters to be taken care of. So he made a law that whoever married his daughters would have to solve a very difficult riddle. If they didn't, then they would be thrown into a dungeon for the rest of their life. Many men tried, but they all failed. One day, a poor farmer's son came to the kingdom. He heard about the king's daughters, and he wanted to marry one of them. He went to the king and asked him, "Your Majesty, I would like to marry your daughter. Can I have her hand in marriage?" The king said, "You can marry one of my daughters if you can solve my riddle. Would you like to try?" The boy said, "I would love to try." The king said, "Which is heavier, 1 ton of gold or a mountain?" The boy thought for a moment. He said, "Your Majesty, a mountain is definitely heavier than 1 ton of gold." The king was very happy. He thought that no one would be able to answer his riddle, but this poor boy had done it. He gave his 2 daughters to the farmer's son, and they got married. After the wedding, the king called his daughters and asked them, "Who is the smartest person you have ever met?" Both the princesses said, "It was the man who married us, Your Majesty." The king was very surprised. He thought he was just a poor farmer's son. How could he be the smartest person his daughters had ever met? So the king decided to test him. He went to the market and bought 2 identical jars. He took them to the boy and said, "I want you to take these 2 jars to my daughters. Tell them that if they can guess what is inside this jar, I will give them half of my kingdom. But if they can't guess, then you will be thrown into the dungeon." The boy said, "Yes, Your Majesty." He took the jars to the princesses and said, "My love, you each get one of these jars. If you can guess what is inside this jar, you will get half of the kingdom. Do you want to know what happens next? Comment part 2 and don't forget to subscribe and follow.